Professor Rick Wong, Interim Provost, Professor Mette Hjort, Dean of Arts, professors, distinguished guests, alumni, students, good afternoon. Welcome to the Arts Faculty's Showcasing 6 Decades of the Faculty of Arts Look Back at the Future event. I'm Michael Chong, a Year 3 student from the Department of English Language and Literature, and your MC today. I'm also very happy to be joined by my co-MC, Ms. Joanne Chan. Good afternoon, Joanne.
Good afternoon, Michael. I'm Joanne Chen, a Year 4 student from the Department of Translation, Interpreting, and Intercultural Studies. It's my honor to be here with you today. To kick off the showcase, it's our absolute honor to invite here at the stage Professor Rick Wong, Interim Provost of the HKBU, to deliver the opening speech. Professor Wong, please.
Ms. Rosanna Choi, Professor Roland Chin, Professor Mette Hjort, distinguished guests, colleagues, alumni, students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm very honored to join this reunion to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of the HKBU Faculty of Arts. The first themes showcasing 6 decades of the Faculty of Arts give us an image of the time tunnel that takes us back to the past and drive us to the futures. The second theme, Yao Ji Mo Kong, are words of wisdom that tells us the power of dedication and imagination, which is profoundly deep and infinite. Since its founding in 1961, the Arts Faculty has grown rapidly into a full-fledged and well-renowned faculty with over 70 full-time academic staffs, 270 full-time and part-time teaching staff, about 1,700 undergraduate, master's, and PhD students. It offers programs at a wide range of disciplines at the undergraduate, master's, and doctoral levels. Most important of all, the faculty is committed to developing the transdisciplinary liberal arts education, which equips students with the skill sets and knowledge to cope with the life challenging of the 21st century. To face the global world, our students must be resilient, flexible, and creative. Our colleagues in the arts faculty are very committed to research scholarships and professional development. They are thinkers, writers, poets, musicians, translators, and great performers. In short, they are multi-talented. That's why the program today is very interesting. Recently, the faculty is developing transdisciplinary research, such as art tech, which creates great impact in the society. Congratulations to the arts faculty for its 60th anniversary. I'm sure the faculty will continue to grow and prosper as it enters its next chapter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Wong, for the wonderful remarks.
May I now invite Professor Mette Hjort, Dean of Arts, to deliver the opening speech. Professor Hjort, please.
Ms. Rosanna Choi, Treasurer of the Hong Kong Baptist University, Professor Wong, Interim Provost, Vice President Teaching and Learning, Professor Iko Guo, Vice President for Research and Development, Professor Roland Chin, former President and Vice Chancellor, colleagues past and present, alumni, parents and students, good afternoon. It is truly a joy to be able to welcome you today to our special event, Look Back at the Future, showcasing 6 decades of the Faculty of Arts. Whether you're attending today's event physically or virtually, we're simply so pleased that you have found time to be here with us. The entire Dean's Office has been involved in organizing today's event, and I'd like to thank each and every one of my colleagues. Thanks are also due to the students and colleagues who have worked incredibly hard to put together such a wonderful program for us, one that genuinely showcases the magnificent talents that grace our faculty and are nurtured within it. In just a minute, we will be sharing our 60th anniversary video with you. A number of colleagues have worked tirelessly on the video, gathering materials, assisting with the shooting, and providing feedback to the videographers. I'd like to thank Terry Chung, who used to work with us in the Dean's office and who has come back especially today to celebrate with us. I'd also like to thank Diana Au, who has done so much over the years to ensure the smooth running of the Dream of the Red Chamber Award, the International Writers' Workshop, and the Chinese Writers' Workshop. She too has had a role to play in the making of the video. Lydia Kwok, Winnie Tam, and Christina Chan, all of them relatively new to our arts faculty family, have been absolute stars throughout the process, as has, of course, Iris Chan. We're all very grateful to colleagues and students for their fine contributions to the video. You'll all know who they are in just a minute. 60 years is a very long time, and I think that those of us who call the Faculty of Arts home today are acutely aware of just how much we owe to the efforts of earlier generations. Reflecting on the past, we quickly see just how ardently each of the generations has defended the value of arts and humanities at HKBU. How passionate has been the project of enabling the full expression of such value through program building, signature events, capital works projects, community engagement, international collaboration, and much, much more. Ours is a proud legacy, and as we look to the future, we realize that we too are called upon to reinvent the ways in which we make the case for the continued centrality and indeed relevance of the Faculty of Arts. I'm reading a very fine book at the moment. It is by Rick Detweiler, the former president of the Global Liberal Arts Alliance, and it is called The Evidence Liberal Arts Needs: Lives of Consequence, Inquiry, and Accomplishment. Drawing not on anecdotal evidence, but on substantial amounts of data, Detweiler makes the case for a liberal arts education in terms precisely of these precious words and phrases: lives of consequence, inquiry, and accomplishment. One thing that remains constant across the 6 decades of the faculty's existence is the incredible sense of pride we feel in response to the choices our students and alumni make. That pride stems precisely from our crystal clear awareness of how committed these fine people are to living life well, to living lives of consequence. The world is changing, and it seems that the cauldron of change turns ever more quickly. So we must be nimble, inventive, adaptive, and so on. But we must also hold on to our compass, our moral compass, and the compass that maps the worth of arts and humanities, even as we contribute to their evolution. There is great emphasis these days on art and technology, and our faculty is a central player in this regard. Someday, when it is time to celebrate the next major anniversary, I hope that future colleagues will look back and feel that we responded with energy and wisdom to the AI or technological moment by participating fully in the opportunities that are now available, while keeping our eyes keenly focused on such issues as meaning or properly significant as compared to merely trivial ways of engaging with technology. Dear everyone who is with us today, let us be grateful for all that has been achieved through the combined efforts of so many talented people across so many generations. And let us look to the future with the knowledge that the various compasses we need are well and truly intact. Let us look then to the future with well-justified hope and anticipation. I, for one, believe that the Faculty of Arts is well poised for the next 60 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Hjort, for the heartfelt, warm, welcoming speech.
Being one of the founding faculties of then Hong Kong Baptist College, the Faculties of Arts has always strived for improvement over the past 60 years.
Today, we proudly present to you the premiere of the faculty's 60th anniversary video featuring the precious moments over the past 6 decades. Please enjoy.
Arts provides a liberal arts education that is truly liberating, nurturing individuals with the knowledge, freedom of vision, and creative skills they need to function as effective members of their communities. Through a research-based synthesis of theoretical and applied approaches, and by combining learning with service, we inspire students to channel their imaginations into artistic creation and critical thought. Our emphasis on creativity and critical thinking offers opportunities to interrogate prejudice and to question established norms and values, just as it nurtures the aspiration to bring newness into the world. We foster in students a desire for self-improvement in the ethical choices they make, their sense of local and global citizenship, their capacity for meaningful action, and their ability to develop artistic and intellectual responses. Over the past 60 years, the faculty has been at the heart of the university's vision and mission. At its helm have stood no fewer than 10 deans and 4 acting deans. With strong support for arts and humanities from the university and from its different presidents and the university's council, the faculty has been given ample opportunity to grow and develop. This is reflected in the development of new departments over the years. For example, the Department of Music and Fine Arts in 1972, the Department of Humanities and Creative Writing in 2012, and most recently, the Department of Translation, Interpreting, and Intercultural Studies in 2019. The Faculty of Arts at the Hong Kong Baptist University has over the years become a well-defined faculty for creativity, one offering a rich environment for creative practice. For example, the Faculty of Arts is the professional home of a lot of creative writers. These writers pursue their practice in the context of the Department of Humanities, the Department of English Language and Literature, the Department of Chinese Language and Literature, and the Language Center, as well as through various signature programs of the Faculty of Arts. Today, the Faculty of Arts encompasses 7 departments, 4 research centers, and 2 research institutes. The niche research area is centrally concerned with how cross-cultural and creative practices bring value to the lives, not just of individuals, but entire communities, thereby playing a constitutive role in the building of good societies and in producing the public good. Among other things, colleagues in the Faculty of Arts are interested in the contributions of music to the quality of a life over time, in the role of creative writing, in the context of trauma and therapy, in the value of prayer, and in the effects of creative practices on solidarity and the social bond, and this in the context of diverse societies and amongst marginalized communities. To facilitate interdisciplinarity, each group has an anchor and co-anchor from different departments. All research postgraduate students in the Faculty of Arts are members of at least one research group, and thus the FNRA plays an important role in the development of research talent. The activities of the research groups include the development of team-based grant proposals, discussion of individual grant proposals, presentations of work in progress, research postgraduate student conferences, and workshops with researchers from the group's local and international networks.
The project, Exploring Creativity and Selves in Hong Kong Disabled Communities, has brought together HKBU students and the deaf community and the visually impaired community, enabling participants with different abilities and backgrounds to meet and learn from each other through the medium of playback theatre. This is a form of community theatre where participants share and enact stories from their everyday lives.
我哋嘅 project 咧，仲有個中文名叫做異劇場，有個 tagline 咧叫做隔牆有耳。我哋好希望咧喺呢個充滿隔絕嘅日子裏面咧，我哋仍然可以睇到身邊嘅人。喺呢個社會裏面咧，有啲聾人啊，有啲視障人士，其實都係被忽略咗嘅一群。我哋通過 playback theatre 咧，希望可以同佢哋聽佢哋嘅故事啦，仲可以通過協作同埋同佢哋相處，可以了解多啲佢哋，同佢哋有更加多嘅意見。
We expect that our project will help foster transformative ways of imagining cultures and social consciousness surrounding disabled and other communities in Hong Kong. So for societies with deep divisions, such as ours, our ultimate wish is that projects like this one will go some way towards healing these divisions by inspiring people to transcend ingrained assumptions and prejudices via the sharing of their stories.
Our group, Framing Public Culture, as the name suggests, is interested in the production, representation and consumption of culture in the public sphere, in all its many forms. The title originally drew on my own research interests in museum representation and the ways in which translation and multilingual resources are used in the museum exhibition space to quote-unquote frame culture. When Eugene joined as co-anchor, he brought a whole new perspective that included musical composition and performance. Our group currently comprises colleagues from English, translation and music, and we've been working on 2 projects. First, we're completing the Once and Future Man project, which, as you'll hear more about in a moment, blends interests in AI, translation, film, travel, identity and memory. Second, we're forging ahead with a new project which, through the exhibition medium, explores multiple angles on one of the most pressing issues of our times, extinction.
So with the Once and Future Man project, we're trying to answer a question that we think will be really central in the future and perhaps is already in our own time, when even our intellect and our creativity can be transferred to an artificial intelligence, a new being. What is there still left of our own humanity that is worth preserving and worth celebrating? It's a project that encompasses cinema, live music, lasers, artificial intelligence technology, as well as languages, interpretation, cultural translation. It's so multidisciplinary, we hope it really represents what the arts faculty at HKBU is really all about. It's something that we put together during the pandemic, and yet it's a project that spanned 5 continents. It was filmed in Argentina, it was produced in Hong Kong, it will premiere in Asia, and it was done with production in the United States with the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra from Germany joining us, hopefully next year, to premiere the work in Singapore and in Hong Kong.
開歌詞班其實到依家已經10年，如果要好宏大咁講，我梗係希望可以同呢一班嘅年輕人一齊，令到香港嘅流行音樂生生不息。但係可能我一路都覺得可以更加改啲啦，就係令到各位同學有興趣同我去交流我自己寫咗幾十年歌詞嘅經驗。我最終都係希望你哋可以繼續對生活、生命有興趣，有自己嘅觀察，然後咧仲有一啲嘅熱情可以化為歌詞，繼續將你哋自己對呢個城市、你哋自己嘅世界嘅諗法話俾全世界人知道。咁我覺得歌詞班用咗我10年嘅青春都係值得嘅。你哋咧？對你嚟講，歌詞班有啲咩得着啊？
咁對我嚟講咧，就係去挖掘自己嘅內心，而我就識咗好多相同愛好嘅朋友。再多多不過煙花飄夢百態，力吹過，而無限變化散於繽紛的大世界。
In 2004, the faculty's International Writers Workshop was established. The IWW has hosted a remarkable number of outstanding writers, including Olga Tokarczuk, winner of the 2018 Nobel Prize in Literature. The faculty's unswerving commitment to creative writing is further reflected in the creation of the Dream of the Red Chamber Award in 2005, with the support of Mr. Zhang Dapeng. Awarded every 2 years, this award honors the author of an outstanding novel written in Chinese. Awarded authors include Mo Yan, winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2012. In 2020, a generous donation from the Ting Kao Ping Foundation made it possible for the faculty to further support creative writing in Chinese. A Chinese Writers Workshop honors a distinguished writer, just as it supports creative writers through Writers in Residence programs. Signature programs such as these create an inspiring and especially meaningful milieu for arts and humanities endeavours.
我叫李慧思 Sarah， 咁我而家讀緊咧 Creative and Professional Writing， 因為我細個咧都好中意寫嘢嘅，咁咧我覺得寫嘢可以俾到我力量啦，同埋可以影響到身邊嘅人啦。特別難忘嘅人咧就要數到我嘅大學同學啦，因為咧其實每一次訓練翻嚟好辛苦嘅時候咧，佢哋都會借個膊頭俾我挨住啦。最難忘嘅事咧就要數到我參加國際作家工作坊啦，咁駐校老師咧馬健咧都俾咗好多嘅意見我啦。咁嗰陣時其實對文學未必係真係好大嘅認識啊，咁但係咧佢真係俾到一個概念我啦，咁就其實文學係點樣啦。
I was invited basically by my English teacher at the time, and it's called the 21st Century Cup National English Speaking Competition, and it's a competition hosted by China Daily. And I was honored enough to rank 3rd back in year 1 and also become the champion of the Hong Kong round.
Faculty of Arts, especially the Humanities Department, offers comprehensive lists of courses from philosophy, art, religion, and gender, which really helps me to understand the relationship between human beings and the society.
I felt this strong sense of family connection within the community, and I was also really amazed by the facilities offered by the music department. One of the most memorable projects that I did was this composition called The Wanderer, which I just released on Spotify.
浸會嘅學習生活咧，佢有一個好大特點嘅，就係佢好多嘅創作科目啊！呢啲創作科目咧係嚟自中文系啦、人文及創作系啦、語文中心、電影學院等等嘅。嗰陣時讀書嘅時候咧，就會每一個 exam 咧都會要求自己至少讀一個創作科。換言之咧，我變相就讀咗10個左右啦，可能喺我嘅大學生活入邊。咁對我嘅創作嘅成長或者個幫助咧係好大嘅。
The Faculty of Arts actually gave me the chance to, first of all, start my studies in Asian studies and Chinese studies particularly, and therefore it gave me also the opportunity to learn Chinese, for example, Mandarin Chinese. That was an extremely important skill that I was able to achieve during my doctoral studies.
The Department of Music will be moving to the Creative Hub located at the Campus of Creativity, a place where students will learn and teachers will teach and research in the development of art technology. Throughout the art histories, there has always been a close connection between the creative practices and technologies. I'm referring to the tools we use, such as the printing machines, musical instruments, and more recently, immersive technologies developed by AI. To a large extent, creative art is about content building. That is storytelling about the world we lived in and also human experiences. Faculty of Arts plays a very important role in learning, teaching, and research. Giving the development of art tech is very much needed creative impetus and intellectual anchor.
As we look back, but also ahead, we are filled with profound gratitude and also considerable hope. We continue to recruit outstanding colleagues. Our institutional culture is robustly collegial. Our colleagues are brimming with ideas and energy. We are well supported by the university, which continues to affirm art and culture, most recently with a new emphasis on art and technology, which will fuel the next phase of development. Finally, our students continue to recognize the value of what we have to offer, just as they continue to be adept at forging meaningful and rewarding post-graduation lives. Our graduates remain a constant source of pride. I'd like to close with a sincere wish. May the next 60 years be as fruitful as the ones that have prompted this message.
On this joyous occasion, though our former deans are not able to join us in person, they have recorded their congratulatory messages for us.
I'm happy to join you in a celebration of the 60th anniversary of the Arts Faculty of the Hong Kong Baptist University. I joined the faculty at a time when the then college was working very hard towards getting university status. We all work hard and we all work towards this common goal. It was an exhilarating time, and one looks back on those days with relish. Now, the faculty is on a confidently developmental and expansion stage. I'm glad of that, and colleagues have taken their achievements to a higher level and put the faculty on a bigger stage. May I congratulate the arts faculty. May I also wish the arts faculty, all the people in it, and all the people who work to support it, may I wish them all a happy, harmonious, fulfilling, rewarding, and successful future.
It is wonderful that the arts faculty is celebrating its 60th anniversary. During my term as the Dean, 3 new programs were launched. Dream of Red Chamber Award, the world's distinguished novel in Chinese. The second one, International Writers Workshop. And the third one, the Creative and Professional Writing BA program. I'm glad that under Dean Mette Hjort's leadership, the programs are very active. Furthermore, under her leadership, the faculty has developed strong research niches and a new cultural platform. I congratulate from the bottom of my heart for the development and achievements of our faculty, our teachers, and our students in the 6 decades.
Hi, I'm Doug Robinson of the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, sending you all warm greetings and congratulations for 60 years of the arts faculty at HKBU. I'm proud to have served the arts faculty for 10 years or so, almost 10 years. First 3 years as dean, then 5 years as professor at large, and now going on 2 years as emeritus professor in the Department of Translation, Interpreting, and Intercultural Studies. I know that the arts faculty has a team full of lots of great talent, and I'm sure you've hired more people since I've left. I know that you're moving into the future strongly, and I wish you all the best. Thanks. Bye.
Colleagues, students, and friends, greetings from Zhuhai. I'm very excited to attend the showcasing of 6 decades of the Faculty of Arts, and honored to witness this milestone. It is a shame that I cannot share my happiness with you in person, but I am grateful to offer my greetings via the screen. As director of the JAS and a 20-year member of the faculty, I'm so proud of what we have achieved. Over the years, I've met many of our alumni, many of whom are very successful in their own field and expertise. The liberal arts education makes me deeply convinced that arts and humanities make up the essence of the world. Just as Steve Jobs said, even in the age of technology, technology itself is not enough. Coupled with technology, a liberal arts education is able to liberate the mind and broaden horizons, helping to address the problems we face today, both critically and creatively. These past 2 years were particularly challenging, but luckily, at Faculty of Arts, COVID-19 has not slowed down our progress. I truly believe that there's a crack in everything that the light gets in, and hope that you can grow up with the faculty together. Again, congratulations on all of your achievements and on being a part of this momentous occasion. Thank you.
Happy anniversary, Faculty of Arts. I served as the acting dean in 2017 and 18 academic year, and I had the privilege to see the faculty from a different angle. And I have come to admire the wealth of talent, the richness of spirit that make this faculty so special. its history, its people, and most of all, its aspirations for success. I trust the faculty will continue to grow and develop under the brilliant leadership of Professor Mette Hjort. And I'm very proud to be associated with this faculty. Happy 6th-year anniversary.
Thank you very much for the warm blessings and sharing from our former deans. Michael, don't you think it's the best timing for us to take group pictures together?
Of course. Photographers, please help us take a photo on stage. And meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated and smile at the camera when the cameraman's ready.
Moving forward, let's begin our highlights of today's event, shall we?
Why not? I'm sure you've all been longing for our talented teachers and students' performances. So let's welcome Professor Johnny Poon, head of the Department of Music, to share a few words on stage, followed by our first performance, a piano recital by Dr. Uni Han. Professor Poon, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. Happy anniversary to Faculty of Arts. The Department of Music became part of the Faculty of Arts in the early 70s. And we first started as a department offering only minor in music. And then in 1973, I believe, we started offering a major. So starting with a very humble beginning as a very small unit to, now we have a total population, student population of over 400 students, 22 full-time staff, over 100 adjunct faculty members, teaching and studying in 5 different degree programs, including our associate degrees, our top-up program in music study, and then our UGC-funded BA in music and Bachelor of Music in creative industry, and also our top master program, and also our postgraduate research program. So we've been very lucky growing and together within this family, warm family of Faculty of Arts. So today we are bringing to you 2 performances. First, featuring our own faculty member, Dr. Uni Han, playing a number of pieces on the piano, and then followed by a performance by our own students from the Bachelor of Music in Creative Industry. 3 of them are Jana, Chow and Justin Falk and Chai Yang. They'll be performing I Put a Spell on You, Sun Jun, with me. So I hope you enjoy. Happy anniversary. Thank you.
Dr. Han at the moment is coming up, so while they're setting up the piano here and while we're finding Dr. Han, I guess let's talk about music. Well, what kind of music do you like, Joanne?
I think pop music and K-pops.
Right. Well, for me, Asian music, well, I'm kind of into, at the moment, Japanese anime theme songs. I'm not sure if any of you are interested in that, because I myself, growing up, was a huge fan of Pokemon, and so I love to hear those Japanese songs, even though I don't understand a single word of the lyrics.
I'm sure many of you have already played the Pokemon Go apps. Like, you go around, stroll around, and then catch some Pokemons. But for me, I like BTS, big bands, the Korean pops. And also for Canton pop, I like Eason Chan. Do you like Eason Chan? I'm sure you like Eason Chan, right?
Well, I know K-pop is like a big thing, but I don't know if it's just me, but I've never really feel really engaged when listening to those songs. Have you ever heard of, I know I might sound old by saying this, but have you ever heard of High School Musical?
Yeah, Glee Club?
But it was a movie about these high school students back in 2010, right? And when I sing these songs, in Hong Kong, the karaoke's, they don't even have these songs on show. And so every time I go to the karaoke with my friends, I just embarrassedly just pull out my phone and just tell my friends, hey, could you stop and let me go sing out my few songs I've got on my phone, and yeah.
Can you sing a few lines?
Well, that's
Whoa.
I'd be glad to do it.
Go for it, Michael.
Sure. It's hard to believe that I couldn't see, but you were always there beside me. Thought I was alone, but with no one to hold. But you were always there beside me. This feeling's like no other. I want you to know that I've never had someone that knows me like you do, the way you do. And I've never had someone as good for me as you. No one like you. So lonely before I finally found what I've been looking for. Dude.
Well, thank you, Michael. But can I ask who are you singing this song to?
That's to my future girlfriend, if any ladies are still single out there.
Wow, who's the lucky one here? Or maybe there? Okay.
Right. Well, I'm definitely not one to sing, but I'm sure later on, the performances, the musical singing performances by our students from by my fellow students, my classmates from the humanities and creative writing, they would be sure to surpass my level. Well, that song was, in case you didn't know, that song was sang by, in the movie Troy Bolton, which is in real life known as the superstar Zac Efron, which I guess every male teen here, like me, I guess aspire to be like Zac Efron, you know, with the 8-packs and the abs and the singing, you know, he's got everything. I guess like that's just a role model for guys. Yeah, but I guess, who's your idol then?
My idol, well, maybe some K-pop boys, like handsome appearance, beautiful voices, and also attractive features when they sing, when they dance, you know, they are well trained. I'm sure today you will be enjoying our musical performance from different faculties and also from our classmates. However, I feel like we cannot take pictures, right? But just keeping our eyes on the stage and then we see what's happening next. And please enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Han, for the beautiful piece of music. That was definitely better than my singing, and definitely a tough performance for other performers to beat, but I'm sure they'll all be up for it.
That's true. Without further ado, here comes the acoustic popular music performance from the Department of Music. Let's welcome Chao Chonghua Jenna, Fok Kem Yin Justin, Yang Cheng Chai to the stage. Please enjoy.
So we're going to perform two songs, which is I Put a Spell on You and Soon Dream With Me. Thank you.
Hannah, Justin, and Chai for the melodious singing.
For our second performance, may I invite Dr. Mac Kamwa, Associate Head of the Department of Religion and Philosophy, to share a few words. Dr. Mac, please.
In honor of the 60th anniversary of the Faculty of Arts, the Department of Religion and Philosophy is presenting Memory and Hope, a production of students and staff from different cultural backgrounds. Religious and philosophical quotes about memory and hope from great Western and Chinese thinkers will be recited by the Reverend Dr. James Rooney, Dr. Andrew Brenner, Mr. Chen Kem Ho, Ms. Wu Amiao, and Mr. Yun Pak Kit in English, Latin, Mandarin, and Cantonese, with the beautiful melody of Reminiscence, a musical piece composed by my colleague, Dr. Andrew Locke, who will perform it with Mr. Billy Poon, another colleague of mine, who is our violinist today. An anniversary is an occasion for looking backward. It is an occasion for congratulations on past achievements. It is also an occasion fraught with cherished memories. But what do these memories mean for us? Moreover, an anniversary is an opportunity to look forward, as it marks the beginning of a new journey into the future. Considering the current global situation of the COVID-19 pandemic, the journey could be one full of uncertainties and anxieties. How could we weather such a journey? I would say hope is one of the answers, if not the only answer. Since as Desmond Tutu, winner of the Nobel Peace Prize in 1984, once said, hope is being able to see that there's light despite all of the darkness. However, where could we find hope, which gives us strength and courage to live each day as it comes, to navigate through uncharted waters, and to pursue our dreams and ambitions. Now, before we embark on our journey into the future, may I invite you to join us on a journey of reflection of the meaning of memory and where hope comes from.
Memories are always so special. Sometimes we laugh by remembering the days we cried, and sometimes we cry by remembering the days we laughed. That's life. Anonymous.
Memory is the treasury and guardian of all things. It is certain that memory contains not only philosophy, but all the arts and all that appertain to the use of life. Marcus Tullius Cicero. A smile happens in a flash, but its memory can last a lifetime. Bertrand Russell. One must have a good memory to be able to keep the promises one has given. Friedrich Nietzsche.
I believe in the sun even when it is not shining. I believe in love even when feeling it not. I believe in God, even when he is silent. Anonymous. Iucunda memoria est praeteritorum malorum. Marcus Tullius Cicero. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Soren Kierkegaard. Love is the middle term. Without love, no hope for oneself. With love, hope for all others. Soren Kierkegaard.
Happiness is not an ideal of reason, but of hope and imagination. Immanuel Kant. It is nearly impossible to live without hope, even if one wishes to be free of hope. Albert Camus.
He who has a right to live can bear almost anyhow. Friedrich Nietzsche。路漫漫其修远兮，吾将上下而求索。屈原。There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to wave, and a time to love. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. God has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. Soren Kierkegaard.
天行健，君自以自強不息。易經。千里之行，始於足下。老子。
A big hand to Dr. Loke, Dr. Brenner, Reverend Dr. Rooney, Billy, Campo, Amial, and Hackett for the inspiring recitation of religious and philosophy quotes.
Moving on, please join me in welcoming Dr. Robert Neither, Head of the Department of Translation, Interpreting, and Intercultural Studies for the next sharing. Dr. Neither, please.
Thanks. Distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. In 1990, the translation program was born. And almost 30 years later, in September 2019, we finally became a full-blown department, achieving a long-cherished dream. So to misquote Confucius, at 30, we established ourselves, 30而立, even if he wasn't talking about achieving departmental status. Now, COVID-19 put paid to our 30th anniversary celebration plans. So we're all the more delighted to be able to celebrate today with our more senior 60-year-old faculty. The Department of Translation, Interpreting, and Intercultural Studies is one of the most internationalized in the region. And today we present to you something that gives a flavor of that exciting international mix. You're about to witness what is billed on the program as a play, but what might be called more of a multilingual medley. I'd actually was going to say extravaganza, but that might be putting a little bit too much pressure on my colleagues and students. English, Putonghua, Cantonese, Spanish, and Macedonian all feature in this play. And of course, we've included a little bit of AI too. Now, besides this wealth of languages, I think this performance tries to capture something of our essence, something of what we're about in this department. Creativity is one thing, and it occurs here in the form of 2 original poems by Dr. Janice Pan, which are soon to be published by Prof, Hong Kong. And Dr. Pan is our performance director. It also includes, of course, translation across languages and cultures, and interpreting, both consecutive, where the speaker's lines are followed by the interpreters, and simultaneous, where both speaker and interpreter speak at the same time. You'll hear all of these in this performance, and the result is a kind of multilingual soundscape, the medley that I spoke of just now, that seeks to tell of a past, a present, and a possible future. Well, besides Dr. Janice Pan, our performance also stars Dr. Maria Todorova, our research assistant professor from North Macedonia, and Dr. Luis Damian Moreno Garcia, our newest team member, who gives the performance its Spanish input. On the student side, we have 2 alumni from last year, Cyrus Chan and Melody Mack, who are old hands at performing with Janice, and so they've been brought back today. And from our current students, Claire Chin and Valerie Chan, our Year 4 and Year 2 students. Valerie will be behind the scenes operating the subtitles and the AI. So let me say a big thank you to all of those performers in advance. It's a very long multilingual title, as you can see, in a number of different scripts. I'm not going to try to read them all here. So let me just say, sit back and please enjoy Passing Days, Hidden Nights. Thank you.
We're happy to present to you
白晝如隙，黑夜如絲。
白晝如戲，黑夜如絲。Passing days, hidden nights.
Денови што минуваат, скриени ноќи.
Días pasajeros, noches escondidas.
This performance gathers thoughts on translation and interpreting, and language and culture. It is about you and me. It is about present, past, and a possible future.
白晝如隙。
Passing days.
Денови што минуваат.
Días pasajeros.
9 點。
Avocado with scrambled egg, salt soya milk decorated by sesame seeds.
Авокадо со пржени јајца, сол, млеко од соја и малку сусам за украс.
Aguacate con huevos revueltos, sal, leche de soja decorada con semillas de sésamo.
9 點半。
Zoom meeting.
Состанок на Zoom.
Reunión en Zoom.
10 點正。
Watering that wanton asparagus statues who sprouts like octopuses and seaweeds.
Го полевам аспарагусот за вонтон со лисје од морски алги и октопод.
Regando el travieso espárrago común que brota como pulpos y algas.
10 點05分。
Carrying Bob's rodeo japonica to balcony.
Јапонскиот кринот Боб го вадам на балкон.
Llevando la rodea japónica de Bob al balcón.
10 點15分。
Trimming the old snake plant that harbors a stream of small ivory flowers, blooming once in a millennium, so I heard, under the condition of no alleged misdeeds.
Го кастрам стариот змиски јазик, што почнал да пушта бели мали цветови. Цветаат еднаш во милениум сум чула. не под услови на погрешни дела.
Cortando la vieja Sanseviera, que alberga un arroyo de pequeñas flores de marfil que florecen una vez por milenio, o eso he oído, bajo condición de 0 presuntos delitos.
黑夜如丝 Hidden nights.
Скриени ноки.
Noches escondidas.
10:30 分
Time to check emails, reading like snails.
Време да се проверат пораки. Читање со маки.
Hora de ver el correo, leyendo como un caracol.
凌晨0:00分 Meditation minutes.
Meditation minutes.
Meditation minutes.
11點
Meeting on Wolf.
Состанок на ВУВ.
Reunión en Bob.
凌晨0:30分 Sleep with me.
Спи со мене.
Duerme conmigo.
Siri 請打開 AI Interpreter
Siri，请打开人工智能口译。
Siri, please turn on AI interpreter.
Siri, те молам вклучи AI толковач.
Siri, por favor, abre intérprete IA.
12點
Ordering food online Food Panda or Deliveroo Feeling red or blue
По интернет нарачувам храна. Food Panda или Deliveroo да викнам. Како ли се чувствувам?
Pedir comida a domicilio. Deliveroo o Food Panda. Pescado o arroz a banda.
喺網上嗌嘢食 ，Food Panda 定係 Deliveroo 覺得紅色定係藍色？
凌晨1:00分 Stephen King on Audible.
Stephen King на Audible.
Stephen King and Audible.
12點半
Waiting for Deliveroo
12點半，
Чекам Deliveroo да стигне.
Esperando a Deliveroo.
近 Deliveroo。
凌晨1:30分 Melody of the Night.
Мелодията на ноќта.
Melodía de la noche.
12:40分
2:40分，
Waiting for Deliveroo
Чекам Deliveroo да стигне.
Esperando a Deliveroo.
近 Deliveroo。
12:45分
Becoming impatient with Deliveroo
Со нетрпение чекам да стигне нарачката.
Impaciente con el envío mío.
對 Deliveroo 變得唔耐煩。
凌晨2:00分 Need to reply that email from Jenna in a polite manner, despite feeling unhappy about her gardener.
Треба да ја пишам на Джина и да бидам фина, иако не ми се допаѓа човекот што ја одржува нејзината градина.
Necesito contestar al correo de Jenna, con mucha finura, aunque su jardinero me lleve a la locura. Siri,
Siri,
por favor,
please
abre
turn on
intérprete
AI
IA.
interpreter. 下晝1點
下晝1點，
Doorbell playing peekaboo Naive eyes of a kangaroo Soaked by avocado spilled soup
На клучалката налегнал, на едно око намигнал кенгур и истурена супа, авангардна супа гргна.
Jugando al escondite con el timbre. Ojos ingenuos de un canguro empapados con sopa derramada vanguardista.
中環緊捉伊恩，袋鼠天真嘅眼睛浸咗喺前衛嘅潑瀉咗嘅湯入面。
凌晨2:30分
2:30
Enya.
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 Anya
1點15分
1:15分，
Complaining to Deliveroo
На Deliveroo жалба му стегна.
Quejándome a Deliveroo.
向 Deliveroo 投訴。
凌晨2:45分
2:45分，
Remember to attend Jimmy's birthday party. His voice is sort of fruity. A ride to the place costs much money, but we can have barbecue at the open balcony.
Не заборави на роденденот на Джими. Неговиот глас овошки узреади. Патот до таму ќе кошта тон алтани, но мами барбекю на тераса.
El cumple de Jimmy, que no se me olvide. Su voz es algo dulce. Cuesta mucho dinero llegar a su casa, pero podemos comer barbacoa en la terraza.
記得出席 Jimmy 嘅生日會，佢把聲有啲水果味，搭車去嗰個地方要使好多錢，但我哋可以喺開放式露台上面 barbecue。
1:30
3點
Internet broke down, complaining to the living room.
3. What happened to that pair of fellows?
Un malvavisco, dos malvaviscos, tres. ¿Qué pasó con este
Plastic
par de
box on
fuelles?
top of garbage bin.
3:15
Fish bones trying to slip in.
4:30
Is it Thursday or Friday? Which bus goes to Causeway Bay? That village girl on Xiaowei.
Stopping my median
Whose
in.
gift should I
Asking
take?
Duke of Jars to
Daughter doesn't
check
like
in.
vanilla cake. Vanilla surely does nobody hate.
¿Es jueves o viernes? ¿Qué
Something
bus va a
like
Causeway Bay?
a dance of
Esa chica del
rosy
pueblo
and
que se
roses
llama
pistachios.
Xiaowei. ¿Qué
Whose
regalo
turn to
debería
cut in?
llevar? A su hija no le gusta la tarta de chocolate. La vainilla a todos va a encantar.
4:45
One task down.
Zoom meeting,
2
few
hours to
seminars,
go.
Skype
3
interview.
about to become
Struggling with
Una
forgotten
tarea
password,
hecha, dos ya casi,
costing more
tres
than
que
an
van a
informatic
desaparecer.
degree from Oxford. Finally, Zoom conference.
If I make good use of
services too
time,
expensive
weekend
to
gathering
afford.
shouldn't be too much a crime. Gosh, my words create rhyme.
Si uso mi tiempo con atino, aunque quede el fin de no me arruino. Vaya, sin querer queriendo rimo.
5:30
Birds chirping.
Los pájaros trinan.
6:00
Rays of an orange from the east through the white sponges, piercing.
Rayos desde el este naranjas que atraviesan esponjas blancas.
Dry fried
Fideos de arroz con
noodles,
carne frita y una Coca-Cola light fría. Huevos milenarios queriendo casarse con tarta de queso de maíz. ¿Qué diferencia hay entre un batido y un smoothie, por favor? Apagando la luz de estrellas, poniendo la peli favorita de Stacy. Una historia de amor.
Your face
Твоето лице
and
има
emotions.
никакво чувство.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you, Dr. Pan, Dr. Todorova, Dr. Moreno Garcia, Claire, Melody, Cyrus, Valerie for the amazing multilingual play.
Next, please welcome Professor Lo Ming Tung, head of the Department of Chinese Language and Literature, to join the stage and say a few words for us. Professor Lo, please.
Professor Hjort, Professor Chin, honorable guests. 60 in Chinese culture is a magical number with diverse connotation. It means longevity, long life, but after 60, it doesn't mean an ending. On the contrary, it means new opening with full energy. The Book of Ching said that heaven maintains vigor through movement. The gentleman should constantly strive for self-perfection. 易经说，君子天行健，君子饥残不食。The Chinese department will do its best to support us faculty for a successful future. And today we have two performers, and both of them are Year 4 students. And they will perform 昆曲 with 琵琶 accompaniment. 王乐瑶 perform singing, and Wong Yiling responds for paper singing. The name of this song is called, in Chinese name, is called 浪淘沙窗外雨潺潺. It is a famous song and was written by Lei Yuk, who is a king in southern the Tang Dynasty in ancient China. The story is about that when Mette Hjort was imprisoned, and he composed this song to show his disappointment because his identity changed from king to prisoner. When you listen to this song, you can feel he's lonely, helpless, desolate. Please enjoy. Thank you.
浪淘沙，李煜。帘外雨潺潺，春意阑珊。罗衾不耐五更寒，梦里不知身是客，一晌贪欢。独自莫凭栏，无限江山。别时容易见时难，流水落花春去也，天上人间。帘外雨潺潺，春意阑珊。罗衾不耐五更寒，梦里不记身是佳。一晌贪欢，独自莫凭栏，浮现江山。别时容易见时难，流水落花春去也，天上人间。
A round of applause to
Wei Yao and Shi Ning for the exquisite Chinese opera performance.
Coming up, may I invite Professor Stuart Christie, head of the Department of English Language and Literature, to share a few notes with us. Professor Christie, please.
Thank you so much, Mette, for creating this for us and for the students. If seeing Robert and Eugene look like Bono and Edge in the corporate video wasn't enough, then thinking about Michael, what a wonderful performance. Michael Chong is our student. We're very, very proud of him, so he's a hard act to follow. Just a few brief words, if I may, before I introduce the players. As we celebrate the faculty's 60th anniversary, the English department is very happy to share its own 3 theme challenges for the next 5 years, building from and expanding in alignment with the faculty and the university's broader vision for the transdisciplinary future. The first challenge, mobility and difference. Mobility as difference. The challenge is to teach our students to recognize and to accord greater respect for bodies moving differently and traversing social and community spaces with greater dignity. Injured bodies, classed bodies, racialized bodies, bodies mitigated by history, impaired in sight and hearing, by prevailing norms, but entirely capable with the right kinds of access and guidance to transform the spaces around them when traversing life with pride and their heads held high. In partnership with the Department of Humanities as a key stakeholder in the faculty's revamped theater studies minor, English will pledge over time to develop nurture a disabled actors troupe with the abled, which will stage at least one community-facing performance every 2 years. The second challenge, upskilling our students with priority, thereby enabling them to acquire digital literacies for the expanding metaverse of virtual meetings and immersive learning beyond print. Of urgency today and the commonplace for tomorrow's workplace, our students must be capable of telling virtual stories and of the value added of immersive knowledge creation as productive citizens inhabiting the digital landscapes for work, play, and everyday experience. In partnership with the faculty and the university's transdisciplinary pathways, the English department will transform its curriculum to be future ready for employers needing virtual storytellers and digital artisans and writers for the post-print economy. We will pledge to develop and deploy, by the end of AY 2022-2023, Hong Kong's first virtual storytelling course for an English department, including, with support from management, the onboarding of professional talent enabling us to do so. The third and final challenge, our students having onboarded a greater sense of dignity for differently mobile citizens, having upskilled themselves for the metaverse of tomorrow, they will then be uniquely situated to reconsider and return to the potentials of the lived planet's underappreciated and undervalued spaces and geographies. In partnership with the great inspiration of Professor Hjort and the Faculty of Arts' own proprietary vision, the English department will pivot towards the diversity of Africa, its broader languages, cultures, its peoples, moving into and out of the English language. In seeking to make themselves better known to China and to the rest of the world, the proud peoples of Africa need precisely the kinds of facilitators and partners HKBU English has always produced: multilingual, compassionate, caring graduates devoted to their city and their country and to the world. And in closing, I would like to, if it isn't abundantly clear by the 3 challenges, to celebrate the faculty wish the faculty a very happy 60th anniversary, and to commend the leadership of Professor Hjort. I think, Mette, you'll recognize yourself in a lot of the English department's goals
our challenges, and our potentials. So thank you so much for creating pathways for our younger talent to succeed. And now it's my great pleasure, enough for me, it's my great pleasure to introduce a wonderful play that was created, tailor-made for this occasion by Dr. Peter Jordan, who teaches for our MA in Literary and Comparative Studies. Thank you so much, Peter, wherever you are in the wings, for, on a very short notice, bringing this play to fruit, and thanks to the faculty for its patience as we tried to manage all of the COVID restrictions and so on and so forth. So without further ado, it's my great pleasure to present the MALCS ensemble of actors, and the name of their piece is The Rehearsal. Thank you.
Rehearse. Students deliver Thunderstorm Act 4 incest and electrocution, and yearn to perform live. The dream seems thousands of miles away. Look how brave they are, performing a dramatic title without an audience, not frightened by the scandalous reputation of modern theatre, half brother, half sister, sleeping together. Oh, thunder strikes, but who will calmly say that 2 people have died?
Exactly. She's Ping's mother, who died 30 years ago.
Oh, so you are my mother. But it is impossible.
Oh my God! Enough, we will leave. Wait. Why not? You say hello to your ex-husband. Family unity is what we want. We should have dinner together. But you just can't sleep with him anymore. He's my husband now. Besides, hey! Your father would love to know how much you love your sister.
How could I fall in love with my own brother?
Sifeng, come back.
They both died.
Hey, what's wrong with you? You call that acting? That's awful. Fan Yi, you should smile. Bear in mind that you are charming. And Gui, why people would say someone has died so calmly? And you... Okay, let's have 5 minutes break.
Thank you. Pooh received a letter from his family.
Reading a love letter? Nonsense. Which girl are you after? None of your business. What are those? Well, I'm going to show my love to Fan Yi. But she already has a boyfriend, right? She broke up with him. Really? What a surprise. I thought only a thunder can break them apart. What happened? Her boyfriend stopped her performing. Guys, I need your help. Why? I've called with Shiping. Please, you guys have to convince her to let me stay in the show. What's the point? No one wants to perform anyway. Forget about her. Help me chase Fan Yi. No, she's a witch. All women are witches. Witches? You don't know anything about love. Hi, is everything okay?
Yes, let's start the rehearsal.
Why the hurry? The director's not here yet.
Okay.
Fan Yi, I have something to tell you.
Go on, what do you want to say?
I remember you said how much you love these flowers.
Have you lost your mind?
You know the reasons I'm still in this performance. Here, it's because of you.
But you know I have a boyfriend.
You just broke up with him.
How did you know?
Yesterday I saw you unhappy, so I follow you all day.
That's so creepy.
I just can't help.
Oh my God.
You know, I will be always by your side.
I'm fine by myself. Yes, I did break up with my boyfriend because he's a control freak. And now, you coming along, try to control me. You and I are friends, just friends. Stop your fantasy. Give your flower to someone else.
Ling Feng, you come here. You choose the play or me.
Oh, please, just let me finish this play.
Oh, then it's over.
Siping, come on, don't be like that.
Stop mixing up the play and reality. Call me by my real name.
Please don't go. This play is very important to me. I want to be an actor. That's my dream. You know that.
What about me? Am I not part of your dream?
But why can't I have both?
It's up to you. The play or me.
I feel so guilty every time I get some money from my family. They're working so hard to keep me in school. Yet, here I am, spending my time every day to practice a play that's never gonna be performed on stage. I guess there are things we cannot do just out of passion.
Oh, exactly. Passion is what we need in our drama. It's the last thing we will do together. Then we will all separate. So don't waste the time we have already spent. Let's start again with all of your passion.
Exactly. She is Ping's mother, who died 30 years ago.
So, you are my mother. But it is impossible.
Oh my God, enough, we will leave.
Wait! Why not? You say hello to your ex-husband. Family unity is what we want. We should have dinner together. But you just can't sleep with him anymore. He's my husband now. Besides, your father would love to know how much you love your sister.
How could I fall in love with my own brother?
Sifeng, come back!
They both died.
Time flies. This semester is over. In the end, they didn't perform on this stage, but experienced a moment of unity and truth, despite the tensions among them. Lu Gui and Shi Ping have successfully graduated from the college. Ping and Fan Yi maintained their friendship. Pu went back home to support his family, and the director moved to another city. Yet her drama journey remains a dream. The passion of that day would not last long. That day seems surreal and is fading from their memories. One day they may recall their passion, or never. Thunderstorm could only end up with thunder without a storm.
Thank you very much, Director Dr. Jordan and his students Anna, Diane, Natalie, Joyce, Guillaume, Jagger, Sissy, Erica, Celine, Dongshen, Ruby, and Dingy for the intriguing drama.
Next, may I invite Dr. Sissy Lee, head of the Language Center, to say a few words. Dr. Lee, please.
Okay, first of all, happy anniversary to Faculty of Arts. Professor Chi, Professor Hjort, esteemed guests, students, and colleagues. It's my great pleasure to present to you a singing performance from the Language Center. The singing performance entitled The Key to a Whole New World consists of 3 songs. Try Everything, A Whole New World, and You Got a Friend in Me. The 3 songs are chosen for a special reason. We want to deliver a message, and the message is, through joining our language courses and language enhancement programs, our students will be able to develop a lifelong interest in language learning, make new friends, explore new cultures, and discover a whole new world. Language is the key to communication and cultural exchange. The performance will be delivered to you in 8 different languages: English, Japanese, Spanish, Cantonese, French, Mandarin, German, and Korean, by 14 students who have developed and advanced their language skills and through taking our courses and joining our language enhancement programs. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the colleagues and especially Ms. Michelle Fong, who has orchestrated this performance. But most of all, our students who have put so much effort into this performance during this very busy time of the semester. Thank you very much, and let's enjoy the show. Thank you.
You're ついてるぜ僕にがついてるぜ悩み抱えていても君は秘密にしちゃダメだよ後にしようよ友達を君のすぐそばにいつも僕がいる
能一起学习，我们举办四方真好，展望未来，有志高无穷，充满感恩。
どうしこけ世話に来るほどよしあの不一る我们的时候让我的情不要用我的情不要无力的情不要
Show you the world, shiny, shimmering, splendid. Learn a language to see the world with a new pair of eyes.
不思議全部その目で確かめて魔法の絨毯で旅に出よう
Será fantástico encontrar el amor por donde ir. Aquellos que se aman hoy y sin sol. 是那麼新奇美麗，讓我以新境界，如今清楚看到這美好新的世界。 我像一颗流星，划过天际，再也回不去平凡的
Fais les horizons de bonheur, la vie contre le temps, infiniment, et vivre son rêve merveilleux.
A round of applause to Layla, Crystal, Lydia, Sherelle, Karen, Emily, Jeff, Emiko, Kelly, Miki, Jesse, California, Mayo, and Hewitt for the fabulous singing. Now, before the next performance, I'd just like to let you in on something that's pretty exciting, for me at least, because later on, a pro singer, unlike myself, will actually be coming on stage to perform during the Humanities and Creative Writing Department's performance.
Time goes by very fast. Let's get ready for our last performance because HMW is going to surprise us with their singing performance and poetry recital. In the meantime, please join me in welcoming Professor Lo Kwai Chung, Head of the Department of Humanity and Creative Writing, for his remarks. Professor Lo, please.
Well, we come to the finale. And thanks for Mette for making this happen. And thanks for Professor Chin for coming to this event. It's truly joyful to be here to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Faculty of Arts. The double join is my department, the Department of Humanities and Creative Writing, is also celebrating its 30th anniversary. So we are half of your age. In futures, if not today's standard, 60 years old is only a young adult with a fully grown body and a mature mind. Whereas 30 years old is just a kid full of energies and potentials. It may be common to compare the development of an institution to the life of an organic human. Although human beings as a species can only care for themselves, serve their own self-interest, and do stupid things just to satisfy their instant cravings. We all know that humans' destructive power has led to the extinction of many other non-human species. But humanity is also malleable and resilient. Like the established institutes, humans do not just succumb to the immediacy of their desires and drives, but we develop longer-term goals for a future that realize a humanity capable of thinking and doing things in an enlightened mode. The recent concerns about the life of the wild pigs in Hong Kong are already good evidence for this change. The following program by our students and colleagues precisely look for this future-oriented humanity, its malleability, and its resilience, even though we are facing a very hard time right now. So hope you will all enjoy the performance. Thanks.
我看你笑容萬有火，開心得要可掩飾我孤獨。我替我棄權而慶祝，他太風趣更顯出我目睹，最好早退出。論學位，論外表總是缺陷。戀愛上競爭難道靠誠懇？你又找幸福的自由，我未夠他得天獨厚。我也想對我這塊鏡擲石頭，我照鏡子也很擔憂，太好東西無力佔有。哪夠膽問一聲可否？未拒絕我就自量地退後。假使急決定，寧死都不放手，我更內疚。我放棄在壇前進稿。祝福到滿足，孤單會克服。聽見你愛情圓舞曲，給我安慰，縱使身處敗局，最好的結束。妒忌好，羨慕好，一樣慶幸。忍痛地切就冇愛你情感。我有這自卑的自由，你遇上他，開心變夠。 我這品性永遠似塊冇用木頭。我照鏡子也很擔憂，太好東西無力佔有，哪夠膽問一聲可否？未拒絕我就自冷地退後。假使間決定死都不放手，我更內疚。等一天發夢，牽一牽你手，已快樂透。
The sea, cliff, drift, sand, bubbles, you bring marsh upon risp and tear down each fortification. You bury secret treasure in sharp rocks. You befriend the reach of thunder along the cracky hill. You are the shining constellation that answers back all taunted hearts. You are the witness of sunlight's spectral curve and vicissitudes of fortune. You are the dream of home and gun spirits. You are the sirens who lure sailors into whirlpools of conjuration. You are the happy man of hazy dreams of names and mountains. You are the living will of St. Gayato's repenting scene and pious observance. You are the beginning and the end of karma.
Moon, it forever turns one side to us and one side away. There are dark things, crystal highlands, and craters falls on that other side. It fuzzes and rings, announcing festivals, or turns bloody, signaling famine or disease. It is sometimes bitten by a dragon, but then recovers. Its driver, many, is caused by a wolf, but then escapes. Its gravity plays with the sea. Its witchery can turn a man into a wolf. Chang'e flew there after taking immortal medicine. Princess Kaguya hid from road and duty there. Armstrong puts one more step there. Mankind made their one giant leap there.
Song. She can mirror every hue, but all stories in blue. She is a tear of White Snake and Xixin. She is the homesickness of Princess Wencheng. She is Leviathan's diving fairy tale to the natural soul. She is the longing of Quafu as he chases the sun. She is the loneliness of Momoi's bitterness towards beauty. She is the memory of Korean War with all its dead and wounded. She can be a glimpse of relief, lullaby for the dark nights. She gives Peter Rabbit a wonderland. She measures the depth of Thoreau's nature, stringing together strange resonances with the swish, the gurgle, the ripple. As folklores are passed on, Taylor said, "Take her to the lake where all the poets went to die." I was set off too, on the beckoning journey. to find my muse.
這一季聚首，一世學堂，大路攜手奔往奔放，總需四散路旁，
走過病寒，掙扎彷徨，被活埋的向往，沮喪，沙丘蓋過曙光，退換件千瘡悲壯的苦態，人離散分崩顛沛到變壞，無從面對，無窮限制。而迷霧滿布遠方的邊界，圍牆鞋高攀不過這疆界，抬頭看天怎想到星光灑入世態，是太怪，窮途或也有意想不到的大世界。
走向十方，驅散彷徨，絕望仍可相信晴朗，積蓄踢逝散的衰光，退換件千瘡悲壯的苦態，人離散分崩顛沛到變壞，從頭面對，從前限制，而迷霧散去闖開新邊界，圍牆再高高不過星之界，退換再多多不過櫻花飄夢百態，覓趣怪，而無限變化散於繽紛的大世界。
多謝晒。
Thank you, Professor Chow, Calvert, Dantong, Zhou Yuan, Zikun, Ziyang, Lotman, Wing Lam, Siu K, YK, Silong, Xing Hong, and Zheng Yi for the marvelous performance to end the show.
Let's give another round of applause to all the performances from our 7 departments today. Looking back, the faculty is blessed to have these extremely gifted teachers and students to continuously work hard in their academic fields. Each of them is a precious asset to the faculty. We're grateful to have had your support in the past 60 years. And hopefully, in the years ahead, we can capitalize on our strengths and opportunities to take the arts faculty to new heights. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the showcase has come to an end. On behalf of the arts faculty, thank you all for making time to share the joy with us this afternoon. It's been our pleasure to host this event, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
Stay healthy and have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you.